Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a pregnancy update. It's been a while since I've updated y'all. I think I just looked up my last update and it was weeks 20 through 23 and I'm now 29, almost 30. So I'm just going to be sharing my recent symptoms. Obviously pregnancy brain is one. I have struggled so much with that. I know people, like, I knew what it was before I was pregnant, but I did not know how serious it was. I do the craziest things, say the craziest things, and half the time I don't even catch myself. So yeah, okay, I'm just gonna jump right into it. My number one symptom and what I'm experiencing right now that's gotten even worse, which I did not think was possible, is the heartburn and like acid reflux. It is terrible, and at one point it was kind of bad, but I don't like to take medicine, so I wouldn't take Tums or anything. I'm also not very good with things that don't taste good or weird textures, so Tums, the chalky, the flavor. So I was fine with not taking anything. And then the past like week, I'm like, okay, Tums every night before bed, because I know as soon as I lay down, it immediately like intensifies, and it just, if you've experienced it, you know, but it's not fun, and this girl better come out with some hair. Okay, another symptom or like just an update is that she moved and rotated. She is still breached sometimes, but I guess she's moving more often right now, because up until I would say like 27 weeks or so, I really can't remember exactly when it happened, but up until like 27 weeks, I had never felt kicks anywhere other than my lower stomach. So like really, really, really low. Like basically felt like she was kicking my crotch. And I couldn't see her movements. I couldn't see her kicks anymore because my belly had grown to the point where like she was kicking like the underside of my belly, if that makes sense. So the only way I could see it is if I got my phone or a mirror and like looked. But she moved. Finally, I was honestly starting to get so sad because everybody was posting videos that are like around the same time as me or even behind me, and you could see their bellies moving and like their babies kicking, and I was starting to be like, okay, am I just gonna be the weird pregnant person that like never feels any kicks in their stomach? So right after I had that thought, and I think I probably said it out loud to like my mom or something, the next day I woke up and I was laying in bed. I think I was laying on my side and I felt a kick like in the side of my stomach, and I was like, I think she just kicked me up higher. So I rolled over onto my back and I was able to see her and like really feel her move. And since then, I honestly feel like the kicks are so much more enjoyable. They are strong and they do kind of hurt. And they're uncomfortable at times, but I can actually like see it and it just feels more normal instead of, like I said, her kicking my crotch, which was very uncomfortable and still is when she turns and does that. So it seems like when I stand up, or even if I'm sitting up, she's breech and she kicks that way. But if I like recline at all or lay on my sides, then she'll kind of rotate and kick like different ways. She's also just been so active lately. Like, she's always been active, but if I was up moving around, it would put her to sleep. And then when I sat down, she would be awake. This girl now, I can, like, I'll be in the kitchen cooking and I can feel her, which is a really weird feeling when you're standing up moving and you just feel a ton of pressure and then like rolling around. Another huge symptom is rib pain. It is so uncomfortable. I find that it's worse when I've been sitting a lot, and it's kind of when I'm like more slumped over. I feel like around the same time that I started experiencing this, I realized that my bras were also getting tighter like around my waist. So it's definitely like my ribs are expanding and growing. She's moving up. But it is so uncomfortable. It feels like they're bruised. And it also feels like they're on the verge of like popping, but they can't pop. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that or is experiencing that. If you are, let me know down below. I'm starting to just get really uncomfortable sleeping. It's partly the heartburn. It's partly the fact that I wake up usually 2 but closer to 4 times a night between bathroom breaks, the heartburn waking me up, just how big of a job it is to roll to the other side. So that like wakes me up if I try to move. Just a combination. Our Billy's a lot bigger and heavier. She kicks all night long. So I've just also been really tired during the day, because I feel like I don't sleep, because at each of those times that I wake up, I'm also awake for a good little while. Like I pretty much fully wake up. I really try not to turn any lights on when I'm going to the bathroom. I try not to get on my phone or anything like that. But when I lay back down, it takes me a minute to get comfortable, and then she's kicking me, and most of the time I'm just awake after that. At my last appointment, so I guess I've had 2 appointments since my last video, and honestly it's been so long I can't even really remember. But I have a 24-week appointment, which we had another ultrasound because we didn't get everything we needed at the 20-week appointment. So I really don't remember anything they told me at that appointment. Let me look on like my Instagram stories or something. Okay, so I found the Facebook post. It looks like all I said was that she was weighing 1 pound and 4 ounces, which is crazy because that's how much Austin, my husband, weighed when he was born, because he was born premature. And her heart rate was 148. And then we got the cutest little ultrasound of her. We got another foot picture, which I feel like at almost every appointment they've given us a little foot ultrasound, and I think they are the cutest. Like, that's my favorite part. I love baby feet. But the profile picture, like, you can just see her features so much more. And I don't know why I'm getting emotional right now, because I haven't, and I've had this ultrasound, I got it done at 24 weeks and I'm almost 30 weeks. I guess I just haven't looked at it lately, and it's just really hitting me that I'm gonna have a daughter, and it's so crazy. Like, so crazy. I can't even explain the feeling. But anyways, you can just really see her little nose and lips so much more. When they're so small, it's all like so close together. You're like, okay, where does the nose end and the lips start? But here you just see the cutest little button nose. Oh my god. So I'll try to put that on the screen. That appointment went great. And then I had my 28-week appointment last week, I guess. And I had my glucose test done, and it went really well. It was not bad at all. Like, the flavor of the drink, I got the orange one. They didn't give me an option. It was really cold, and honestly it tasted like orange Gatorade to me. Had 5 minutes to drink it, and I drank it in like 2 minutes because I was so scared that I wouldn't drink it in time. And I guess I passed it because I haven't heard from them, and they told me if I didn't hear anything, that was good news, and it's already been like over a week. So now I will go to the doctor every 2 weeks, which is crazy. I can't believe I'm already this far. I've said that in every update, but like, it creeps by. But at the same time, like, I feel like I've been pregnant for like 2 years. But at the same time, it flies by. It's so weird. Also, I want to mention that last time I was at my doctor, I asked her, because I really don't know that many people that have like went there and went to her specifically. So I wanted to know what her views are on like inducing, and just like what she thinks about everything, because I feel like every doctor is different. And she said that once you get to your due date, she said, I think she said once you get to 39 weeks, if your body is progressing, I don't see any reason to keep you pregnant, and we can talk about inducing you. She was like, if your body's not progressing, then that's one thing. And then at the end of the appointment, we were also talking about pediatricians, because I asked her her opinion, like if she had any recommendations. I reminded her that I live an hour and 10 minutes from there, so I didn't really know any of the pediatricians. And she was like, yeah, since you live so far, we'll definitely start talking more seriously in your next couple appointments about inducing you, which I really would like to go on my own and not have to be induced. But also I know that the closer I get, the more I'm gonna be like, okay, let's get this baby out. And I think it will give me peace of mind knowing that like I'm not gonna go into labor and we're gonna be like rushing to the hospital, because we do live over an hour. So also I forgot to say, I had my baby shower. It's been, I guess, 2 weeks ago now, so I will insert some pictures here because Cheyenne and Becca planned it and it was seriously perfect. Like, I loved it. I so enjoyed it. Because of COVID, there were only like 10 people there. Several of my friends and family were like exposed the week before or something like that. They either were positive with COVID or were exposed, so they were quarantining. Some of my closest family members weren't there, and also my grandmother couldn't be there because she just wants to be really careful. So that was sad. I'm really sad that it's November and we're still being affected by all of this. But on a positive note, I'm glad that I was still able to have the experience of having a baby shower, because I know some people were not that fortunate and didn't get to have one at all or be surrounded by their friends and family at all, which, like, my heart just breaks for those people. And I'm just really thinking about all the people that are affected by all of this stuff. But I feel so relieved to have the baby shower done and that I was able to like pretty much get the rest of what we needed and start working on the room. So that, I want that to be like my closing note, is do what makes you happy. Like, start working on things as early as you want to. Everybody tells you you have plenty of time and whatever, but like, buy what you want to buy, prepare for what you want to prepare for, all that stuff, because honestly, like, you just have to do what makes you happy and just enjoy it. I don't know. I do not regret doing the things that we did early at all, because if I had waited, I would be a little stressed right now. Okay, I don't know where it cut me off, but you know how you work best. So I know that I like to prepare things. I like to have things done early. And so I went ahead and started preparing, and now I'm just so glad that I don't have a ton of stuff weighing on me. Like, now it's the fun part. We get to like finish off decorating, and then too, like, I can just enjoy that room. Whereas right now, if I go in there, it's kind of like, I'm just thinking of all the things I have to get done. I did hold off on like washing her clothes and stuff like that. I haven't done that stuff yet, and I haven't packed any bags yet or anything. But I'm really excited to do that. I will be doing it pretty soon because I want to film it and be able to share it on here. So I don't want to be waiting until last minute. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because I feel like everything is so, people are like, you've got plenty of time, which you do, but there's no reason why you can't be like excited and do it earlier on. So if you're pregnant, just take that advice. Okay, I guess that's pretty much it for this video. If you're pregnant with me, comment down below and let me know how far along you are, how you're feeling, if you have any of the same symptoms as me, or like what you're experiencing. Maybe soon in a video I'll talk about like my checklist and to-do list. I did register for my pump not too long ago because I don't think that I'll actually get it until like 30 days before my due date, but I just wanted to go ahead and get it out of the way so that I didn't forget about it. Anyways, I will show y'all a belly update, and I'll try to insert, this is something I didn't do before, which I regret, but obviously I'm catching y'all up on like several weeks of pregnancy, so I'm going to try to insert some pictures that I have of the weeks that you're obviously not going to see because I'm almost 30 weeks right now. But I'll show you my current bump and some pictures of before, and I guess that's all for now. I will see y'all in my next update, which is crazy because I'll probably only have like 1 or 2 more of these updates. It's getting so real. Okay, this chair is kind of in my way, but my PJs that are too small. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope that y'all enjoyed it and were able to follow along with my rambly thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it down below and subscribe so that you don't miss my next upload, and I will see y'all in my next video.